Hello, I'm back. Oh, well, back at the computer. Tech week is over. The craziness has subsided. I still have, a lot of school shit to do, and it's gonna be still pretty busy up until Christmas. But you know what? I feel pretty great. I've been in a great mood lately, and I am excited to just, I don't know, get back in the swing of things. Have some fun. Feeling pretty great. Yeah. I have two Thanksgivings to attend to, so it's gonna be it's gonna be not busy, technically, but like I'm probably gonna be so full of food. I'll be like comatose for the rest of the week. But yeah, tonight is Chinese food and horror movies kind of celebration with my dad and stepmom, and then with my mom and my other stepmom tomorrow. We're gonna have like a karaoke night kind of thing. Probably more traditional turkey food. I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. Anyway, today is PONYTA, and I just realized I don't have the PONYTA image up. God damn it. Get your shit together. Come on. Uh, there it is. PONYTA. Damn, she hot. Just kidding. Cause fire. Okay. Uh, uh, where's wheel? There we go. Okay. Time to spin the wheel. I don't have anything in mind for this one. I do have something in mind for tomorrow, but nothing for this one. I'm just gonna check actually. So I have not been using my daily planner thing. When's the last time I looked at this? Uh, October 3rd. Yeah, nothing planned. The next one I have planned is Far-Fetched. And then we get into Spooky Week. I might do Spooky 2 weeks. So I might. Here, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's start with Far-Fetched. Yeah, I guess I could start with doodle the next day. So, 2 weeks minus one. Oh, that's perfect. 13 days. Oh, dude. It's like I planned this shit. Come on. There we go. So we'll do a 13 days of spooky Pokemon thing. Starting with Doduo. Just gonna make a note. 13 spooky days. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's spin the wheel. Yippee! Yay! What do we get? Oh, comics and literature. Okay. Okay. Let's fucking go. What? What? Why are you... How does it keep fucking up my wheels? I don't understand. Give me a second. Um... Oh boy. Desktop. Wheels. There we go. Okay. Let's copy this. Okay. So strange. Is there a save button that I'm missing or something? Like, how does this keep happening? Anyway. What do we get? What do we get? Sergio Aragones. I don't think I've done him yet. Sergio Aragones. Yeah, this guy. I could be down for that. It's nice and simple. Do something a little silly with it. Has he ever drawn a horse before? He has. Okay. I can fuck with it. Alright, cool. Let's do that. So open that up, and then go back, go back. Open that image up. Let's grab a couple good references. I'll do this one in color. He does some stuff just black and white, but I like this color style. I just want to open up the image. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay then. Bam, bam. All right. New layer. Let's do some Sergio. My foot hurts today. Why is my toe so uncomfortable? Okay, anyway. Let's start off with Wacky Pen. Well, let's do some sketches here. I really like the style of this horse. I want to definitely lean in that direction. Well, the PONYTA is the baby one, so I'll have to make it a little bit cuter, I think. Do, 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 do. So the eyes are almost always touching. Or close to touching. There we go. This is kind of cute. How does he draw fire? That's something I want to look up too. Fire. Torch? He's drawn smoke plenty. No fire. At least not in a searchable way. Okay. There's a little bit. Black outline, much larger glow. We can work with that. What about cute creatures? Does he ever do like little baby creatures? Uh, Not really. It doesn't seem like his style. Okay. Anyway, that will help. Where's that horse image? There you are. Oh, what can I really talk about right now? Um, I don't know. It's been a it's been a very tiring week. I wonder how much time I spent on my sculpture project this week. It must have been like 40 plus hours, like a full-time job. We watched Creep 2 last night. Talk about that a little bit. I starting our tradition of watching horror movies every day very late because of the show getting in the way of it. But yeah. Actually, I just realized I was gonna send a message to a friend. One sec, one sec. You know what? Never mind. Okay. You know, horses are it's funny how common it is for artists to hate drawing horses. It's I find that very interesting. Of all creatures, why is the horse I guess they're so ingrained in culture, aren't they? You know, you want to do anything with cowboys or anything in a fantasy setting, there's gonna be horses. They just end up coming up a lot. Whereas you could easily avoid drawing, you know, hippos your whole life. Hippos, rhinos. You know, you could never draw a bug if you wanted to. Too many legs. You're like, everything I draw is human skill anyway, so whatever. Cats and dogs, though, I feel like they're just as hard as a horse, but I guess it's because they generally have longer fur that covers up more of the musculature and strange bone structures, you know? Horses, they have their muscles on full display all the time. I think that intimidates people. They don't want to learn all that. It's already hard enough to do that for humans, and a lot of people don't end up learning that either, even though they are one. I don't know. It's funny. Oh, right, I was talking about Creep 2. Um, Creep 1, great movie. I enjoyed it. You know, not amazing, but quite fun. Pretty unique premise. One of the better found footage kind of movies. Creep 2 I think is even better. I really enjoyed it. Slight spoilers maybe. I'm not sure. Probably gonna try to avoid spoilers, but in case I do. Um, I love the new character in it. She was very interesting, and I think a really great foil for the bad guy, Adam. Adam, that's his name. Uh, yeah, and apologies. Let me just. Yeah, everything was great except for the ending. The last 30 seconds kind of spoil the entire film for me. But I choose to ignore that ending doesn't exist. It just bumps off like a star and goes from great to good. But yeah, okay, spoilers. Wee woo wee woo wee woo. Uh, Main girl thinks she killed bad guy. Well, okay, bad guy thinks he killed main girl, drags her into a hole, decides, I was gonna kill myself, but I'm not gonna. And then she hits him with a shovel. He was already stabbed in the stomach multiple times before that. And then he just apparently he lives. At the end of the movie, there's a little stinger where it's like, oh, she lived, she's going about her life, and somehow he found her again. Fuck you. He's not Jason fucking Voorhees. He is not an indestructible force of nature. He's just a fucking guy. Why? Yes, yes, some people it miraculously could survive 5 stomach knife wounds and a blow to the back of the head with a shovel. Sure, but really? Like, fuck off. It's such a better ending when it just ends with her final victory over him and the end to his reign. You know, he finally met his match. Ugh, I don't know. I just found that terrible. But everything else about the movie was good, so it's still good. If I ever watch it again, I will end it with the shovel. Sergio Aragones. What a name. That's a cool ass name. Sergio Aragones. I actually don't know how to pronounce the last part, but you know, Sergio. Oh, Sergio. Good ass name. I just realized how much I'm just copying this exact pose. That's pretty lazy of me, but fuck it. I'm not stopping at this point. What episode is this? 77, I believe. 70 fucking 7. I'm so close to 100, which is fucking crazy. Wow. 100 streak for something like this? And I've never even done an Inktober past a week before. Really goes to show you the power of getting your shit diagnosed. I mean, my God. And I have no late assignments for school yet. That is miraculous for me. I really am. I feel like a different person in some ways. In other ways, I still have a lot of my imperfections. I'm not perfect. I still tend to overestimate myself, but to a way better degree than before. My God. It is night and day. At least to me, who can see all these little things. I remember all the little details from before, and my God, it's different. Okay. Okay, okay. I like the black spots that his horse has. I'm gonna use that as sort of like a charring kind of detail here. Near to the fire, you'll have this kind of pattern. I'm gonna make his hooves black too. What else I've been up to? Reading a lot more. I'm a third of the way through Stephen King's On Writing. I bought a whole bunch of writing books a while back and didn't read any of them because am lazy. But finally getting onto that. I've been reading on the bus to and from school because it's like an hour bus ride to the main campus, like 20 minutes to downtown campus. But yeah. Sorry, my brain is blanking. The fuck was I talking about? Um, the fuck was I talking about? Oh, Jesus. You see, there in some ways have not changed. Still get just as sidetracked. I just recover from it way quicker. I guys don't get mad. Why can't I fucking remember what I was talking about? Oh, reading. Yes. Yeah, reading Stephen King's On Writing. It's great so far. It's mostly just a memoir at the start. I think it's getting into the creative process. I just finished the memoir section, so I'm curious to see what he goes into next. Reading more graphic novels. I read Persepolis 1 and 2. Fantastic. I loved them. What else? I read Plush about cannibalistic furries. That was pretty fun. Not amazing, but fun. Um, I read the first book of I think it's called Dark Ticket. It's like a Satanist amusement park kind of thing with like I don't know demons and shit. Or at least it feels like that's the direction it's going. Pretty fun. I have two of the books. I finished the first one. Um, and then today I bought Wolves in the Walls, which is a classic kids book that I used to adore. I mean, Dave McKing, Neil Gaiman are absolute legends. I own so much of their stuff. I needed a copy of it. It's like I grabbed that from my little used bookstore. They happen to have a copy. And then I also got Essex County, which I'd heard so many good things about. And they happen to have it, so it's like, let's give this a try. We'll see what I think of it. I plan to go back on Tuesday and sell some old books I don't want because they do accept books sometimes too. Hoping I can use that to get even more stuff because they have a bunch of like fashion books I want to buy for art reference because I'm not good at drawing people and I don't understand fashion. So I really want to get a better sense of both of those things. Really, really want to start improving my art skill more. I think I'm finally finding like a bit of a style that works for me, and I'm trying to really trying to nurture that. Really want to get more practice in, and start working on my zines and other stuff. I have so many things on the go I want to work on, and the better I can be at art, the quicker and more efficient I can be at those things too. That is the idea. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, this looks pretty decent. Not amazing. You know what? These legs are still too thick. Too thick. Erase that part. Let's just erase both those parts. Alright, let's fix you up. I think after I finish on writing, I'm finally gonna read that Cyriac Harris book that I bought forever ago. He made his first book. He's that animator who does like cows, cows, cows and stuff. He made a book called Horse Destroys the Universe. And I was so curious. I bought it right away. I read like a chapter and then I just stopped because, I'm not a prolific reader. I'm trying to get better at that. But yeah, I think that'll be next for me. I really am getting back into reading. It's pretty great. I think again, part of that has to do with the pills. 'Cause I think I just used to not I just kept losing the attention span for it over years and years. I used to be, a pretty decent reader when I was a kid, but over time that went away. It's probably a lot of factors, cell phones, this, that, who knows. I've always preferred movies, and I probably always will. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't read. And I'm trying to write a book, so I might as well read more too, so I can understand what the hell I'm doing. Or maybe not, you know? There's some great artists out there that don't really understand art. They just know what they want to do when they do it. And I think that's perfectly valid if that works for them. Okay. I mean, you can't tell me it's not Ponyta. Oh boy. Alright, let's change this canvas. How does this Sergio word bubble look? Oh, is this thing that he doesn't do words? I haven't looked at his stuff in forever. I just remember the general kind of art style of it. I think I have a book of a bunch of his art downstairs. Kind of forgot about that. Oh no, actually, I might have sold it at that book fair. Oh, here we go. Okay, I mean, that's the pretty standard word bubble. I'll give him a little thought bubble. That's what I'll do. It works. How does he do his signature? Oh, look at that at the end. I'm gonna color this one. I got time. Why not? Okay, Ponyta, you're like a yellowy, paley yellow orange. Around here somewhere. How am I doing? Bucket. Oh, bucket. It's not perfect, but it saves time. Where's my brush? There we go. Eh, let's try like more of a slate. I feel like I'm using the word slate a lot because I bought paint for my sculpture projects. They had all these little ghosts, and I was gonna use black to paint in their eyes, but I accidentally bought slate because the bottle it just looked really similar. And I don't know. Since then, I've been fooled by slate, and I can't let it stand. I felt like such a dummy. Such a dummy. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Same layer. We'll do white for the eyes. Nice and easy. Uh, White for the bubble. There we go. And then the fire. Cow. I want to put him in like, I don't know, some kind of cool, creepy environment. Like in this picture here. Like an old haunted house or something. Could be neat. Okay. This will be a new layer. So, okay, so start off with, I don't want to do this. Same color. Okay. Let's see. And then he kind of draws these like streaks coming out of it. Kind of a shaky, scratchy outline. Okay. That's cool. And then he does the same in black, sort of accenting the streaks. So we'll do a bit of that too. Okay. Cool. And then, new layer. There's a paler color. That sort of fades into this. So yeah, here we'll use blurry paint. Try to capture that effect. Easy. Okay. Now, I'll do some more here. Select that layer, new layer. Let me ban this guy. Advantageous fabrication LB. Fuck off. Okay. Anyway. Copy some of the effects he did on the zombies here, because I like it. I choose. Okay, we're not going to keep it this color. Change that color. Edit. Concentration. More saturated. Also blue. Okay. Let me try. Would a little bit of cross hatching look good here, or no? Well, that's not even really his cross hatching style. I kind of defaulted into my own. Let's try that again. He does it in like batches. Also, it's a bit thicker. It's like eh, 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 kind of like that. Okay, I'm okay at that. Uh, okay. And now, I don't know, like what? Where is he? What location? Where did I put him? Sneak some other Pokemon in here, I think. I want a Haunter over here. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna put that on my other monitor. Okay. There, I can have both. Uh, huh. There we go. I'm gonna do Rattata as well. Let's remind myself what he looks like. Sergio Gones Rat. Okay, we can use that as a reference. Not bad. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna put a spider Pokemon right in this corner, and then I think we're done. What's a good spider Pokemon? Spinarak? You know, I'll just look up spider Pokemon. No, there's a couple. Galvantula, Tarantula. We're not doing a water spider. Yeah, I think Spinarak is our best bet. Quick reminder of Spinarak. He's adorable. Fill that out. Then I'll cover it up with black, however I wish. Wait, I really like this. This turned out great. I'm surprised. Oh, you know what? You should have a shadow, right? There we go. And let's give it a little signature. How does Sergio do his signature? There it is. All right. And see how this looks. Yeah, that works. Alrighty. That's a good one. I'm happy with it. I went in thinking this one was kind of intimidating because horse, but I think I figured it out, baby. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Ta ta! Bye!